The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Free Kicks. Yeah, we've been off for a few weeks now.
Yes, yeah. I know. You're a busy fella, been around all the world, and I've been busy too.
Yes, but not too busy to stop watching soccer.
Of course.
I mean, we still watched it, and here is one of the biggest moments of the entire season.
Yeah.
West Ham desperate, less than 2 minutes to play. Bowen with the corner. Hermansen challenges, Raya lost it. Wilson whacks it towards goal, and Chris Kavanagh says that is a goal. It did cross the line. West Ham have equalised.
Did they equalise? Did I miss it?
Turns out, no, they did not.
Oh.
That's one of those VAR calls. They looked at it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I think eventually, I hate to say it because I was rooting for West Ham there, I think it was the right call. What do you think?
Just have to wait. We've got to chat about that.
All right. Good point, because it's time for Free Kicks.
And now, Free Kicks. Free Kicks with Illinois Youth Soccer Association's Director of Coaching, Adam Howarth, and Rick Kemper.
All right, you've teased it. I think
I'm getting better at the teasers.
Yeah. So you disagree with me on this?
No, I don't. I agree with you completely.
Oh,
but I just wanted people to think.
Wow. We got 15 extra seconds of listenership for
exactly,
that. I appreciate that.
But no, I would definitely agree with the call. The problem is all of the stuff even before that. The holding, the pushing, the shoving. I mean,
and there was tackling going. I mean, like football, like American football tackling.
Absolutely. People got their arms around their hips.
Yeah.
If anything that comes out of this, I hope that West Ham stay up. I hope that, maybe even Arsenal win the league, whatever. But if something comes out of this has to be addressed. Yeah. The corner kick fiasco.
It's a fiasco.
That's been partly kind of brought on by Arsenal because of what they've done with scoring so many goals, and then the long throw-ins and all that stuff it needs to be addressed. And maybe this is the boiling point.
Yeah,
that maybe that makes the changes. Right,
because people are watching the ball, but they're not watching what's happening away from the ball.
Exactly,
and it is a cluster in there.
It really is.
I mean,
there could have been 6 fouls in there.
Correct.
Easy.
Correct. Could have been penalty kicks. It could have been all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that ends up. To me, the worst part of this is that I think that moment won them the title.
Yeah, possibly.
And that's kind of a crappy way to win a title, isn't it?
Yeah, in so many ways. Yeah, they don't call Arsenal anymore. It's Varsnal, just so you know. But yeah, I totally agree. This is a defining moment in the fact that they got 3 points on the road in a tough game.
Yeah.
Is it defining for West Ham at the bottom end of the table? I don't think so yet, because they've still got 2 games.
Could be,
but it's still, again, when we look back at it, maybe this could be the defining moment.
Yeah, we'll talk about West Ham in a second here, but let's also talk about how Manchester City lost an opportunity themselves. I mean, they had it in their hands,
right?
And then they couldn't win either. They had a 3-3 draw, and they really had to work for that 3-3 draw.
Yeah, with Everton,
they should have lost.
To
Everton.
Yeah.
And then they may have lost their chance at the title there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that tie definitely didn't help them, Arsenal winning. So we've still got 2 games left. We'll see.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Manchester City, the 2 teams that Arsenal have left are Burnley and Crystal Palace. And the 2 teams that they have to play, well, they actually have 3.
Yeah.
Right? They're playing. By the time this comes out, there will only be 2 left.
Yep.
And the last 2 will be, let's see, I have it here somewhere. Who do they face?
Well, they've got a couple of tough ones. Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Yeah,
they've got a couple of tough ones. But, yeah, it's certainly a tougher run-in for Manchester City as compared to what Arsenal has. There's no question. I mean, you've got Burnley, who's already relegated.
Right.
So
And Crystal Palace is playing for a European title. We'll talk about that in a sec.
Yep.
So they're not going to be playing their best players.
Exactly. They're going to be slowing down a little bit. So, yeah it's a good situation. If you're Arsenal, you're not going to get a better opportunity than this. That's for sure.
All right, let's talk about the relegation battle.
Yeah.
Because it's down to 2 teams. And it's kind of shocking that one of these 2 teams is not going to be in the league next year.
It's really crazy, isn't it? West Ham or Tottenham, I know. Unbelievable.
It's crazy. And West Ham still has to play Newcastle and Leeds, and Tottenham has to play Chelsea and Everton. I'd say that's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, for sure.
However, they are 2 points ahead, right? They're 2 points ahead. Tottenham is going into the last 2 games. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
It's a great question. Tottenham does not do very well at Chelsea. Chelsea has owned Tottenham.
Yeah.
And if there's one game that the Chelsea gets pumped up for, it's against Tottenham.
Yeah.
So I can see them losing that game.
Yeah.
And then with West Ham, potentially then, looking at their schedule, they could end up winning their game. So that could then lead to, obviously, a 1 point difference. I think it's going down to the last game. I really do. And I think Tottenham can win their last game, but are they going to be behind? And then it's going to be up to West Ham. So,
well, Everton's no pushover either.
No.
And their last game is Everton.
Yeah, exactly.
That goalie, Kinski of Tottenham.
Yeah, played well, didn't he?
He did. And, I thought he was going to be damaged forever after what happened to him in the Champions League. Remember?
I agree.
He got pulled out after like 17 minutes and made a couple of bad mistakes. And the coach just handled it miserably.
Yeah.
And yet, here he is making a great save at the very end of the game and saving 2 points.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Big difference. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, because he was the difference in that game by making those saves. And from where he came on from the worst time, from when Igor Tudor was the manager, being pulled after 18 minutes in a European cup tie. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough.
All right, so we know that one of those 2 is going down. Mm-hmm. We also know that Wolverhampton's out and Burnley is out.
Yep.
We were just watching the championship playoffs, and Coventry is going up.
Yep. So already
and
up.
So is Ipswich. Yep. They're back after only one season. Mm-hmm. And now it's down to Southampton against Hull City.
Right.
Not the sexiest.
Nope.
Think about it. You're losing Tottenham or West Ham and you're getting back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although Southampton has been in the Premier League.
For sure. And they had a great run in the Cup this year. Yeah. No question. They did very well.
And Hull City, they've been up there before. I remember Harry Maguire was on that team.
That's right, yeah. Jimmy Bullard, all those types of players. They had some good players back in the early, mid to 2000s, yeah. So they've been there before. So, 2 teams that have got Premier League at least experience.
Right.
But again, it's not West Ham.
No.
They're not bringing in 60,000 a game. Same thing for Tottenham.
Right.
Those are 2 clubs that have 60,000 fans at their games, each game.
Yeah.
Tells you everything.
That's true. And then one other note about the championship, that is Leicester City.
Yeah.
Just relegated last year to the championship. Now falling out of going down to League One.
Yeah.
Relegated again.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, and I think there's a lot of financial issues. They've got some dealing with some different aspects of the ownership. It kind of all fell apart recently, and so now they're going to have to work their way back up. It's going to take a long time before they get back up, and probably fairly similar to what Man City was in not too long ago.
Yeah.
And then who knows? They come back and they could be stronger.
You know what they need? Jamie Vardy.
They
need Jimmy Vardy.
They do need him back. My goodness.
All right, so there are some huge games coming up this week. Let's start doing some previewing here.
Yeah, really.
Because the FA Cup final, let's start with that.
Yeah, excited for that.
This could be the last chance for a trophy for Pep.
Yep.
It's the only chance for a trophy for Chelsea.
Yep, that's for sure.
give us a preview of the game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. Chelsea at least are coming into a little bit of form after the previous game against Liverpool. Although a good friend of ours thinks that both teams are rubbish, but whatever.
They looked like rubbish in that game.
They did look fairly poor. But I think it's going to be at least a bit more competitive, at least. I think now. I was a bit worried because Chelsea was on a really bad run.
Oh, you think?
Really bad run. So at least they broke that. And then Man City, you just never know. I think the thing with Man City is they're always going to give up a goal. Chelsea's good for a goal, but they're probably going to give up a goal. But the rumours are Reece James could be back. He could be starting, which would be a huge, huge addition. Colwell's back. So already they look so much better in the back.
Which has been the problem. And then, they got Jorgensen who's in goal. Sanchez went out with a head injury in the previous game. And he made some decent saves. He made another good save against Liverpool. So I think it could be You've never been a big Sanchez fan, have you?
No, I don't think anybody has. I mean, we just need a severe upgrade with all of our goalkeepers, to be fair. I mean, none of them have really come in and done a great job. So Chelsea's players, I think, at least there's a little bit more confidence. Man City, I mean, obviously, you got Haaland. The only good thing for Chelsea, I don't know if you know this statistic, Haaland has never scored at Wembley.
Is that right?
Yeah, never scored. So we're hoping he doesn't do it this time.
Okay.
So if we can keep him off the scoreboard, I think Chelsea's got a chance.
Okay. Well, that'll be this weekend.
That'll be on ESPN Saturday morning. Worth a watch.
We're stealing some of your Adam's TV tips here.
Yeah, but that's not even my TV tip.
Oh, good.
So that's why I told people ahead of time.
Right.
We get a free TV tip there. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned the other European finals. Yeah. There are English clubs in all three of them. So that's exciting.
That's really good. Good for the Premier League.
The Champions League final technically has a Premier League team, but if they win it, I'll be shocked because PSG is a friggin' powerhouse.
Yes.
That series against Bayern was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
Bayern is a powerhouse.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, I mean, what a great advertisement for the game. When you watch those two teams play, could have easily been the final.
It should have been probably.
Yeah,
right,
maybe. But hey, I'm going to support Arsenal on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, defensively, they've been extremely solid.
That's true.
PSG's got to get through them and score. And Arsenal's good for a goal or two. You never know. It could happen. And it's just one game. That's the beauty of the European finals. But as we all know, there's only one team in London that's won the Champions League.
Oh, my God.
So we'll see if Arsenal can match Chelsea at least for one of the two, because Chelsea's won it twice. So we'll see.
Listen, they play May 30th.
Yeah.
So put that down on your calendar.
That'll be a good one for sure.
The Europa League is another one. All right, we had Aston Villa knocked out Nottingham Forest. They were both in the semifinals.
Pretty cool, yeah.
So now Aston Villa is in the final against Freiburg. Definitely a game they can win.
Oh, no question. No question. Villa have to be heavy favourites for that game.
Yes.
They've just struggled with being a bit inconsistent in the league. They look like a very average team, but then they showed up fantastically well for that Nottingham Forest second leg.
Yeah, they were great. I watched
4-0.
that game.
Oh my goodness, blew them away. John McGinn was tremendous.
That was so cool.
Yeah, so I'm very happy for the villains and our villain friend. So I hope they do it, because if they do it, that may potentially give another Champions League spot in the Premier League. So there's all kind of ramifications that could potentially happen.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second here, because that's going to be interesting. All right, so May 20th is the Europa League final. Mm-hmm. The Conference League final is another one.
Yes.
And Crystal Palace is in the finals.
Yeah. Against
Rayo Vallecano, or Vallecano, whatever.
Beautifully said.
From Madrid. Mm-hmm. They're the third team, really, in Madrid.
For sure.
In La Liga, they're, the top league, but they're like, mid-table at best.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
Well, first of all, The Premier League should win the Conference League every single year.
They should, yes.
I mean, we're so strong in so many areas. I mean, you obviously had Chelsea win it last year, and then you've had other teams have done very well.
I think West Ham won it a couple years ago.
West Ham. So, since they added this third tier, again, this is great for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
You know, it's great for them. Obviously, their manager's leaving at the end of the year.
Right.
Well, what a way to leave. I mean, he's going to leave as probably their best ever manager if he wins this.
He won the was it the FA Cup
FA
last
Cup,
year? Yeah.
Community Shield.
Yeah.
So he's won those 3 trophies in the space of a year and a half.
Right.
But for Crystal Palace, come on. That's never happened.
I know.
So that's great for them. So again, I would put them down as heavy favorites, and I think they can definitely win it for sure.
Okay, so let's go over the ramifications.
Yeah.
Let's say Crystal Palace wins. They automatically qualify for Europa League next year,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Then if Aston Villa wins, they automatically qualify for the Champions League.
Correct.
But as it turns out right now in the standings, they're in basically 4th or 5th place.
5th spot right now.
5th spot, which means they would have already qualified for the Champions League. So it doesn't really add a slot, does it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, potentially if Villa wins, then that 6th spot could potentially give that extra Champions League spot.
Oh.
So there could be some possibilities there. So I'd have to double check on that. But from what I'm hearing, whoever finishes 6th could potentially get that Champions League spot because Villa get it because they've
Oh, I see.
won
So
it.
it takes them off of
so
that.
realistically, they're
So
a
it's like
5th
Bournemouth
spot.
or,
Bournemouth is currently in that 6th spot.
Wow.
And they got a 2-point cushion over Brighton, and then Brentford, and then Chelsea's in 9th with 49. So,
Are you hoping?
well, I mean,
Is it even possible anymore mathematically?
it's possible mathematically, but that means Bournemouth has to lose both games. Chelsea has to win both. They've got a slightly bigger goal difference of 2 goals.
Okay.
So I'm dreaming there.
And they have a FA Cup final in there.
And they got an FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah. Not
we're
looking
looking at Thursday night football next year, potentially in Europa League. That's really going to be what Chelsea should be aiming for. Hey, you never know. You never know.
You never know. Should we talk about the rumors about their coaching move?
Yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Xavi Hernandez from Spain, the Spanish midfielder, but I think the big one is Xabi Alonso, the former Bayern Munich manager, and also was with who is it? What other German team he did?
He had the one that did great last year, not Leipzig.
I know we're going to get people screaming down.
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen, yeah. Went on pretty much unbeaten, didn't he? Yeah. So
he's a good coach.
He's a great coach, and I think he just had a hard time managing with all those egos.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the nice thing with Chelsea, dependent on their structure, he's got a bunch of young players to really work with and mold. So fingers crossed, you know, that could definitely happen. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, so my stat of the week is actually about Liverpool. Because Liverpool is in 4th place. Looks like they're going to make the Champions League. Even if they lose their last 2 games, they're probably in.
Yeah.
Which means that they're probably going to keep Arne Slot, which I don't know anybody in favor of. You know, of all my Liverpool friends.
All the booing he got for bringing off Gio, the youngster, in the last game. Ooh, not
it's
good.
Bad. Well, so let me give you some reasons why I think he should not be back.
Okay, fair enough.
Right now, let's see. He's making unwanted history. This season was the first season that both Manchester clubs completed a league double over Liverpool since 1912.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
They have given up 16 goals in the final few minutes of the game, which is the 3rd worst in the league, and they were all crushers, like bone crushers.
Wow.
Like Liverpool would be up there.
Yeah.
Without that.
Yeah.
You know, fighting for the title.
No question, no question.
So that to me, that's my explanation. That's my stat of the week. And Free Kicks is brought to you by the Illinois Youth Soccer Association.
Illinois Youth Soccer has been proudly serving the Illinois soccer community since 1975 and has a strong history of credibility. Illinois Youth Soccer is a non-profit corporation, official state association, and charter member of the U.S. Soccer Federation, administers U.S. Soccer Federation coaching programs, the Olympic Development Program, and U.S. Soccer Federation referee programs. For more information, go to illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
And now, the latest Chicago area soccer news. Soccer news with Coach Adam.
All right. Well, we want to first of all wish all the players who are heading up to Rockford this weekend. We've got some playing games, President's Cup and quarterfinals and different things happening. So excited for them. So wish them. And this is kind of the next 3-4 weeks are very busy for us because we've got State Cup, President's Cup, Illinois Cup. So lots of games happening up in Rockford. So all the best to all the teams up there. And then for our standpoint, in the coaching education standpoint, we've got a couple of D licenses for coaches to sign up for, definitely if they're available over the summer. One thing that we do ask for those coaches is they have access to a team over the summer. I know that's tricky, but try to see if they can make that work. But we have 2 spots, one in Champaign, one up in Arlington Heights, so that would be great. And then recently, a couple of spots have just opened up on our B license, which starts in July. So if people still have an interest in registering for that, you go to our website or just contact me at doc@illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
Time now to guess the Premier League star.
Okay, I know you're going to get this one.
Really?
All right, yes.
Cole Palmer. Okay, no, just kidding.
Oh, damn, that was quick. No, this week's Premier League star is 29 years old.
All right.
And he's a forward/right winger. Okay, so he's always up front, but sometimes he plays in the middle. Sometimes he's usually on the wing. Okay. He has played over 200 games for his current club and scored 64 goals. He also has 20 caps for England. Actually, more than 20.
Okay.
Before joining his current club, he played for Hull City during their last stint in the Premiership. He was a young man then.
Plays on the wing. Can also play in the middle.
Yeah. He ended up staying in the Premier League because they were relegated.
Yeah.
Which may happen to him again this year.
Okay, gotcha.
He's possibly facing relegation again. Maybe go back to Hull City if they come back up.
Yeah. We're not... Was he there? Was Callum Wilson at Hull City?
No. Nope.
I don't know, because he doesn't play on the wing. So does he play for West Ham?
He does.
So I'm guessing, and he plays on the wing. Probably will be going with the World Cup.
I would think he's on the team, don't you think?
Yeah, I think he's right in the bubble.
Yeah.
Right. And he's got a very famous father-in-law. Did you know
does?
that? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Danny Dyer. I don't know if you've ever heard of Danny Dyer. He's done a lot of TV in England, but it was also done some TV shows and football shows as well. So if you look him up, you'll see him. But it has to be Jared Bowen.
That's right. Who's going to take him?
Yeah, that's a great. Chelsea probably, because that's all they sign is wingers.
Yeah, that's true.
So I wouldn't be surprised, but I think he'd go to a top 4 club for sure.
I would think so.
I think a Man City or maybe even Arsenal might pick him up.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
He's got some similarities to Trossard, I think, the way he plays.
I agree. I
could see that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Depending on how Arsenal go, depending on which direction they go, he could be an addition. That could be a nice player. Or they just did pick up Madueke as well. So
that's true.
I mean, so they've had that player in there for a little while, but we'll see. Yeah.
All right. So we've teased a lot of games coming up, but we don't have this one yet.
Yeah.
Now time for Adam's Weekend Soccer TV Tip.
All right. Well, we kind of teased the FA Cup final, so that's got to be a game that people watch. But I'm trying to stay with the theme of the of the league, because this is the most important. We talk about the Premier League, right, all the time. So I think that's going to be it. So I think the two games, for me, it's always watching the bottom rather than the top.
Yeah, same.
I'm always, because it's just
the desperation.
It's the jeopardy, right?
Yeah.
There's so much to this.
Yeah.
So I think for me, kind of watching the big game for me is going to be obviously May 17th. So that's Saturday, right? So that's going to be Newcastle at home against West Ham. That's going to be a great game to watch. And then we flip that to Tuesday, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
I think that's the do not miss, because there's so much tension there for Tottenham, and Chelsea. As a Chelsea fan, we absolutely despise Tottenham. So if Chelsea has an opportunity to put them down, they will definitely do it.
Yeah, I have gotten that vibe from you over the years.
Yeah, because exactly. You've seen, if you listen to this podcast, and the fact that we have the ability to maybe give it to them right at the end.
Whenever you got a chance, you go for it.
Exactly.
Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's a Tuesday, 2:15 game. Should be good Central Time. And then Newcastle West Ham's 11:30 on Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday the 17th. So that'll be a good game. So those are two good games to watch. And I'm sure Arsenal will beat Burnley by a lot. Yeah. I can't see Burnley coming back. And I'm sure Man City will probably do what they need to do against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
That's who they're playing next. So we'll see.
All right. Well, Free Kicks is brought to you by Green White Soccer Club. Celebrating our 70th anniversary this summer, we've got a big party on August 15th. If you follow Green White on Facebook, you'll see some of the families that have brought this team to life over the last 70 years. We've been featuring them. So check that out. Go to greenwhitesoccer.org or go check out the Green White Soccer Club page on Facebook. All right, so we're off next week. Both of us are traveling again.
Yep.
Sorry, we're so successful.
Yeah.
It's,
Goes with it, right?
But we'll be back in a couple of weeks. But before we go, we have to thank Tony Lasano with Opie Productions, our executive producer. Also thanks to Ed Silla with the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great Talk Radio isn't dead. It just moved to a better place, radiomisfits.com. Hopefully when we come back, we won't be coughing as much.
I know.
Both have a little something. But we will be back again, and I think we're going to say in 2 weeks with another episode of
Free Kicks.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at radiomisfits.com. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
We are the hosts of Minutia Men. I'm Rick Kempfer.
And I'm Dave Stern.
I'm German.
I'm Jewish.
I have 3 sons.
I have 3 daughters.
I'm a Cubs fan.
I'm a Sox fan.
I have hair.
Minutia Men and Opie Show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.